Swing!
If you want to know what shaped my taste in music, first video will be in the end screen at the end.
Top Gun from the top.
Let's keep on moving. You are watching Ducky's Top 100 Songs of All Time, 90 through 81. Number 90. In my many years of working for Place Name a fast food restaurant here, I was forced to listen to the most boring, generic playlist ever created. If you go into any place of this caliber, listen for the radio. If you recognize that all the music is completely inoffensive, takes no risks, and is utterly spineless, then you're hearing it.
Then imagine hearing the same songs 5 days a week at the same time. It's hell.
What's amazing about that whole shitty playlist thing is a couple of songs made it in there that actually make me happy to be alive.
Sellouts.
I don't care that they told us to put our hands together in 2016. I don't care that their 2013 album wasn't authentic enough to their original 2010 album. Out of My League was fits at their most enjoyable, most listenable, and most emotionally impactful.
And all it is a dumb love song.
They called the album More Than Just a Dream for a reason. That's a fantastic sentiment. And another one of those love cliches that just nails the feeling.
Trust me, about every love song on this top 100 has one of them.
The instrumentation here is just perfect. Female vocals that never escape your head, that addictive rock percussion that makes you jam along, the pop-esque overall production. It's a real shame it didn't make a year end.
It's not even the Fitz song that people remember. This was also in my work rotation. And that's why this is the worst whistling line of all time.
It's okay. Thanks to Out of My League, you can ignore the rest of their work. Just a dandy love song. Number 89. Ducky, what are you talking about? Panic at the Disco has always been pop above anything else. Don't you remember their first hit?
I'd rather not.
2018 was a good year for Brendan and others. With a pop hit in my best list, and another that'd make a best released list if I did that kind of thing.
2018 wasn't a good enough year for that. Or bad enough.
You see, I can like Panic if they aren't doing some fake emo shit, but they can do some great stuff here and there. We could sing you another song, like 9 in the afternoon.
God, I telegraph everything.
'Cause it's 9 in the afternoon.
Without a doubt, this is the best Panic at the Disco song by miles. Most of their songs have something holding them back, but not this.
And your eyes are the size of the moon.
This is so happy, not layered with some irony, not vapidly fake, but the most earnest level of fun Brendan could have mustered. The horns lift you off the ground. Everybody does their part really well, and God is it hard to describe how good this is objectively. This song just sticks with you. So much so, we sing it all the time. Into a room where it's 9 in the afternoon. This song is again about the personal context I affiliate with it. It reminds me of the good times when 4 of us would tackle those damn zombie Easter eggs and had the time of our lives. It reminds me of car rides to Denny's where we'd blast music and sing along. 9 is nostalgia in a song, and I'll always love it.
It'll always be the best Panic song. So it's got that going for it.
Number 88.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. The guy's a savant. What can I say?
So 1,000 Miles was on my work radio. Vanessa Carlton was rightfully forgotten. This shit is basic and boring and no thank you. If you're going to write a love song, you gotta do something more with it.
The worst part of it is her.
Now, I've never had an opportunity to talk about AC/DC before, but let me tell you, AC/DC
is the worst highly regarded rock band probably of all time.
I learned how to play drum set in 7th grade, and I could play most of their songs by month 2. The fact that any rock band would accept such uninspired and easy drumming is a travesty, let alone one of the best-selling groups of all time. If there was anything that made them interesting, it was Brian Johnson's singing.
So one singer is bad, the other is a crappy band.
Neil has made some intricate, multi-layered mashups. Mouth Silence threw All-Star under the mix multiple times.
AC/DC? Maybe the least intricate of his entire discography.
Instrumentation and production are all VC. Vocals are AC. That's it.
And it couldn't be better.
Let me just say this. Vanessa wasn't going anywhere, but her studio drummer sure didn't get the memo. And the contrast between Brian and that piano is magnificent. It's why this is such a beautiful work of art.
I don't know, man. It fucking rules.
Even with the majesty that was Mouth Moods, it's my favorite from it. If you haven't listened to Neil yet, you're missing out. Number 87.
Let's get funky.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers were an enormous part of high school for me. And why not? They're loud, they're fun, and dang neat. Danny California was dominating my Mid-Ohio radio station at the moment I chose to care about it, so then I got interested in them as a whole. Stadium Arcadium is a great time.
And my favorite song off of it is...
So much more than Charlie's waking.
Hello? Title card? You there, buddy?
Maybe I Could Knock It Down.
I know.
Oh, that makes more sense. I didn't actually think anything from Stadium Arcadium made my top 100.
Similar to Matchbook Romance, the Peppers are a product of my late adolescence, and I still like them enough.
Why am I even... No, stop it. The Red Hot Chili Peppers rule.
Anyways, Around the World is the most bombastic and heavy-hitting of their entire repertoire. It takes one note to set the tone. Rock and frickin' roll, my dudes. We're about to kick it.
Oh, literally kicked the shit out of it.
This song is here because of another anecdote. Me and some guys from high school were going to cover this for a talent show. I was the drummer.
Come back, baby, 'cause I like to say.
Let me tell you, it would have been fun if we did it. Everybody else backed out pretty early into practicing it.
It wasn't meant to be. Instead, Calvin, Matt, Jimbo, and me sang Friends from Flight of the Conchords.
Poppin' up together.
Yeah, we killed it. That's why we didn't place with the standing ovation from the crowd.
Sorry, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Pepper's song. Gotta love those lyrics.
Me, oh my, oh me and I, oh.
Like that even matters. They could be saying poopity scoop and I'd still love it.
Yeah, it's just a song that kicks your song's ass. The video is better, they are better, and we are better for it. Number 86.
Well, this'll be quick.
I'm gonna pop some tags.
Spoilers! Number 3 on my best hit songs of 2013. The chorus is unbeatable. Goofy-ass Macklemore is the best Macklemore. Ryan Lewis is a magician, spinning something pure gold out of nothing. This is still one of my favorite car bangers from first undergrad. If you don't like Thrift Shop, I feel sorry for you. I can't imagine what it's like to be so miserable.
Honorable mentions this time will be Mixed Bag 1. They don't fall into any other categories I have, so in no particular order.
Thank you, Burnout 3, for helping me discover the discography of my favorite band during high school.
Yes, the Take Me Out band was my favorite. I like a lot of one-hit rock alternative bands. Sue me.
While my love for them faded as the albums got worse and worse, This Fire will always be the song that defined high school.
It's about tearing everything down and losing control. The angsty teenager wet dream.
It's loud, it's angsty, and it's more lively than the rest of Franz's production. It's great.
Red Solo Cup.
I'm from the middle of nowhere, and I used to go to a local bar after my Monday night bowling league. In the township, we had about 5,000 people, so FFA was our biggest cult. Well, one night they played it, and everybody sang along to the chorus. It is a fantastic 10 out of 10 drinking song. For the record, Toby Keith is the only thing about country music I will ever tolerate.
I wanna talk about me, wanna talk about I.
Yeah, he gets it.
You're the judge. Oh no.
Every album rank of Blurryface I come across seems to have quite a lot of hatred towards the best song on that weird album.
I absolutely don't understand the hate. That album has so many ugly and sour songs on it. I don't know why everybody gets mad at the one that's innocent. I just don't get you people.
Nah, I love The Judge. Great chorus, cute ukulele, and good vibes. Get out of here, you haters.
I feel fantastic.
Do you want a really hard-hitting song about drug dependency?
It's a comedy song, and even there, it's so happy it crosses back into depressing. Our singer can't function without medications. Now that's bleak.
It's magical contrast. It's like the opposite of Honey, I'm Good. If you've never attempted to sing this in front of your friends, then you haven't lived. Back to the list.
Number 85. I talked about the dirge that plagues the music world known as indie rock, but the groups that the public affiliates with the genre kick some real ass.
Ironically, the faces of indie rock are rejected by the fans of indie rock for being too popular. You can keep your Tame Impala, I'll listen to Two Door Cinema Club.
Have you listened to Tourist History? You damn well should. It's one of my absolute favorites. It's consistently remarkable, which is the template for my favorite albums.
And like Eating Glass, let's uncover Undercover Martin, Two Door's best song objectively.
Potential is a tricky thing. This is a top 100, and some great groups make that one good song that defines them as an act.
Was Two Door Cinema Club ever gonna make a song better than 85? Nuh-uh.
Now that I've shot down these cute kids, Martin is the sleekest, chillest indie rock song to become way too popular for indie rock itself.
You heard that last time, you know we're gonna find you.
It's just so well calculated. Fantastic backing vocals, fine crafted chorus, and instrumental craft unmatched by their entire body of work.
Tourist History has songs that are close, but are not quite this.
And it has these amazing little moments that make it so good, like this in the middle chorus. Again, the backing vocals there too.
You know we're gonna find you.
Anyways, check out Tourist, and especially this song. Your ears will thank you. Thanks, Ducky. Number 84.
Here's a cute anecdote. This was actually the song of my longest relationship. In fact, we actually had our first kiss to this song. That's not cute. Yes.
Dream of Californication.
As weird as it is to admit, this is my favorite Peppers song. Years and years of fun-loving, raunchy, funky tunes, and my favorite is the downbeat, mid-tempo, nearly 5.5-minute title track about the adult film industry.
But I got to kiss a girl!
I might actually love this song because of the change of pace. Of course I love Around the World, but under that you can get the same feeling out of most of their other songs. Californication lets you take a breather from all of the other loud, fast stuff that makes up 95% of the rest of your iPod.
Oh, that might only apply to me. Whoopsies.
It's one of those songs worth singing aloud when you're alone.
And now they're all not far away.
Anthony Kiedis is a damn good singer, and I'm always a fan of acts that don't overwhelm themselves with heavily lyrical themes. The music comes first, and it makes them better for it.
First song in a chorus.
You sure as hell aren't going to forget their lyrics.
That's pretty much all you need for Californication. It's my favorite Pepper song, and the video is batshit hilarious. What else could you possibly want? Number 83. So we've had a nice break from my song discovery being based on my favorite Guitar Hero game. You know, the first one I owned. Of course it's my favorite. Definitely before the series lost its heart and fell behind, the setlist for the third game set a lot of my musical superlatives. It helped me discover my favorite band. It helped me on a journey to discover nearly 20% of the songs that comprise this list.
And in high school, one of the bonus songs became my most listened to song on my iPod.
Ruby, 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 Ruby.
232 times. Before I reset it and started anew with my play counts, Ruby had 232 plays.
My new leader is actually my number 11 song on this list. So stay tuned for 2036 when that video comes out.
If that game had a play counter, Ruby would easily be the song I played the most. The guitar part is a blast to play. So I did, many, many times.
I'd play it again now, but I had that game for the Wii. You think I have the peripherals for the Wii in this house? Not with 15 bowling balls, I don't.
I'll make it. Because even after never skipping that song when it came on shuffle years ago, I still love it to death. I mean, what's not to love?
Ruby, 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 Ruby!
This song is about torment and longing, and does the song ever nail it? The verses are these dramatic, fatalist metaphors about how this girl is ruining this dude's life. And yet...
No way you do it to me!
Ruby, 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 Ruby!
No wonder I loved this song in high school. Feeling disenfranchised because you can't be with the one you want had me hook, line, and sinker.
But unlike Monsters, this song has aged beautifully.
It still sounds as good as it did back then. All of the instruments are layered in such a way that they sound featured and still don't overstep each other. And for mid-2000s rock, it didn't age like Matchbook Romance or Priestess. You could tell me this came out this decade and I'd believe you.
And well proven, this thing is overplay proof. Trust me.
I have a good feeling this will probably stay in my top 100 because it's just that plain good. Ruby, would you listen to it? Number 82. Maybe the counter-argument to Two Door Cinema Club, some groups were made for lists like this. Their transcendent qualities make them timeless and infinite.
When I put up all the genres for the list, a couple of them seemed out of place, but only one was a dead giveaway for what band I put on here.
Timeless just describes Yello. They sounded like the future when they were making music in the late 70s, which was a talent they couldn't keep up in the 80s.
I forgive them. That song made GTA Vice City even better.
Turn to Stone, prominently featured on another one of the best albums of all time, Out of the Blue, is like a great driving song, except it feels larger than that.
I bet it's a great rocket launch song.
Interstellar may be the best way to describe it. I'd call it the most fitting song for the album cover. It's a blast through space, and it sounds so damn good. They really lean on that orchestra, which is fan-dang-tastic and massive in scale. It gallops over what sounds like a laser charging.
And that bridge.
Damn it, I love it. This is true classic rock. Not the lame staples every radio station tries to tell me will never get old. You can only listen to Tom Sawyer so many times before it sounds tired. Turn to Stone will sound great forever. It's the ELO song that sounds truly timeless. Number 81. As of writing this, I own 8 vinyls. I'm lucky to live in a town with the greatest record store around. They have everything. It's dang epic.
But they are pretty pricey. But the convenience.
So with capital being semi-scarce for a fast food employee, I had to pick and choose which ones I wanted to never stop listening to.
7 out of 8 of them have a song somewhere. The 8th, the stress-inducing music from the best video game of all time. And look, it's even fucking colored.
Among one of the greatest albums of all time is a group that may as well have stopped after they made it, because this thing is a story of a band doing everything right, then never coming close to this good again.
This is Costello Music by the Fratellis.
This flavor of hard rock the Fratellis are is something I don't listen to usually. Queens of the Stone Age are probably the closest act I listen to that resemble them, and those two aren't even close. But what the Fratellis do to make this hard stuff work better than most groups like them is just how damn talented the 3-guy ensemble is. Drummer Fratelli gets the intro. Guitarist Fratelli takes over directly after. Singer Fratelli is going so fast.
If you understood what he just said, press like on the video.
It's actually what the acoustic version is for. He enunciates way more and the tempo is slightly slower, but it doesn't really matter what he's saying. It's a song about adolescent defiance. You get it.
There's a couple of common themes from the stuff I discovered in high school.
And this song has so many layers to its recommendation. Listen to it to headbang. Buy it on Rock Band for one of the most fun songs you'll ever play. Listen to Costello Music. Not one song is bad. Even you, dog in a bag. Creeping Up the Backstairs is just a fantastic centerpiece for one of the best one-album wonders of all time.
That wasn't longer, you big liar.
But I sure do like these songs more than the last, as I'll like the next even more. So hit that sub button, and I'll make it as soon as I hit the big 800.
Dude, I got a lot of projects in the work. Give me a sec.
This is the first one. It'll give this one context. YouTube is going to recommend you something, because it knows better than I do. Now I'm going to let this video run long enough so the fucking end screen works. Now I'm going to end it so the end screen comes in late enough to work.